It's Eldora feature time here for the MSCA Quaker State Late Model Series. Everything is set up, and let's get to the lineup for the feature event. Lucas Tran is going to be starting on the front row with Alex Tanker to his outside. Another pole position for Lucas Tran. This is definitely going to be something to look out for. JT Hanley and Bob Schopke make up row number 2 in those 80 and 334 cars. 48 of Gabriel Wanderley makes the inside row 3, and Kyle Collins on his outside. In the 4th row, Jack Porkins on the 26 car inside, and on the 59 of Zachary Fitzwater is going to sit on the outside. 5th row is going to be the 53 of Sam Rogers inside, and then the 62V of Eric Hayden on the outside. Row 6 is TJ Hanley on the inside, and the 80 in the 08 and the 43 of Henrietta Fitzwater to his outside. Eric Willis in the 604 is going to be in row 7 inside, and Tanya Brayer in the 13B is going to be to his outside. The 808 of Roy Bruce inside row number 8, and on his outside is the 31 of Nick Pericles. Chris Dodd, winner of the LCS, is going to start inside row 9, and on his outside is the 24Y of Mike Serra. Final row, the 76 of Ferdinand Gavotomy inside, and the G5 of Brock McMahon on the outside. Let's go racing as the 4 car of Lucas Tran brings him around turn number 4. Green flag is in the air. We are underway, and Lucas Tran gets a good jump off of that inside line. Basically what we've seen all night. And the leader typically, and the leader on the pole position typically ends up winning the race. We're going F1 style apparently this time, as Lucas Tran leads him around for lap number 1. And he has got a really big lead now. I believe almost maybe 0.25 second lead already over the 85 JT Hanley. Bob Schopke started, I believe, row 2 outside, and he's already fallen back to 7th. That outside really has just killed many drivers this race, and it's definitely not doing any good for the 334 car. Schopke, as you can see, he's just getting freight trained to the inside. There's his 604 of Eric Willis now passing him, as he's now back to 9th and now 10th, which is really what's going to be killing him if he continues to stay up on that high line. 808 of Roy Bruce now getting by him. Definitely not looking good for the 304 of Bob Schopke, as he gets continually freight trained on the outside. However, one driver who we usually see the one getting freight trained is Jack Porkins in the 26. He's currently in 5th. However, he started on the inside of his row, and he's been able to keep his inside lane protected. As you can see, he's running the bottom side trying to get to the 48. Both of these drivers have started a big comeback. The 48 especially is trying to get out of that bottom 10 from 21st to 30th, and he's currently doing exactly what he needs to do that. Jack Porkins, however, is currently, I believe, in the middle 10, which is from 11th to 20th. I believe he's around maybe 15th or so, and he's just trying to do whatever he can to get up to the top 10 of the point standings. And again, this is exactly what you need to be doing if you're going to be trying to get to that top 10 in points. Is you need to be running at least 10th or better in the feature race. And that's exactly what Porkins is doing. Currently in 5th position behind Gabriel Wanderley, but not really too enthused about where he's at. He wants to get that 4th spot and get himself one more point to get him up a little bit higher. But unless he can get by the 48, he's gonna have to work for that 1 point, and then afterwards work really hard to get up to the next driver, which is the 50 car of Alex Tanker, who is way up in the rest of the field. A couple cars behind, however, is the 808 of Roy Bruce. He's led the series point standings at some point, at certain points in the season. However, he is not currently the points leader, but he wants to get back to that position of points leader. However, the one driver standing in his way right now is the driver that is currently in the lead, which is the 4 car of Lucas Tran. Lucas Tran already has a win in this season, as the first driver to win in the series, with the Beaver Dam race being won pretty much as a 40 laps led, 40 laps completed race. And he led pretty much every lap, but And it seems to me like he's going to probably be able to do that this race, but because no one's just been able to catch him. Roy Bruce just standing still here in the 7th spot, not being able to catch anybody, as it just seems like every car is kind of strung out to a pretty single file, pretty far strung kind of field, and Roy Bruce definitely does not want to see this kind of racing go on, because then he can't get any other positions besides staying where he's at. Another driver who's held the points lead currently this season is the 62V of Eric Heiden. Eric Heiden in the 62. He's been a little bit on-off. Currently he's in 17th, which is really kind of his off. And but the fact that he's still made the feature is going to at least get him something for that. However, he needs a lot better runs if he wants to continue staying up at the top of the board where he currently resides. I believe he's around 4th or 5th in points currently. As you can see now, he's getting passed by the 13B of Tanya Breyer, another driver who's up in that top 10 in points, and is kind of struggling this race. This race has seen a lot of drivers struggle who have actually been doing well this season, such as Dejan Weeks in the 21, not being able to make, I believe, any top 10s in any of his races. Even the heat race, he was below the 10th position. He was below the 10th position, and he ended up missing this feature event. Eric Heiden, currently he actually ended up going out in the feature event by getting turned into the inside tire barriers in turn 4 by Jake Rogers, who did not make this feature race, which is kind of a little bit of karma, I believe, for Eric Heiden, since Heiden's in the feature and Jake Rogers is not. So, but however, Heiden not doing much with his feature so far, currently sitting in 18th position now after Tanya Breyer made a pass. Going back to who the leader is, the 4 car of Lucas Tran just completely out in the open. Nobody just seems to be able to catch him, as the 80 car of JT Hanley is trying to get up to that 4 car, at least to get to the bumper, but he just cannot seem to get up to that 4 car, as he's just so fast and has been fast all race long. Being as that he started up in the front row in the pole position, he's just not been able to be caught. And we saw this the first race too, a Hanley racing car trying to chase down the 4 car of Lucas Tran. I was about to say Dejan Weeks. The car's owned by Dejan Weeks. But Lucas Tran is just, it seems to me like when he wins a race, he wins it in dominating fashion and nobody can seem to catch him, which it looks like this is how he's going to finish this one out. Not much has really happened since the original drop of the green flag. Not many passes have been made in this race. It's just kind of been single file drivers going around the track, just following each other. There really hasn't been much excitement since the drop of the green, and I feel like the fans may be a little bit disappointed with the way this race has played out. However, Lucas Tran definitely is not disappointed with the way this race is playing out. As he comes around, 2 laps to go, green flag is in the air, signaling that 2 laps to go mark. As he comes around turns 1 and 2, definitely this track is one of the faster racetracks that we're going to be on. However, it is not as fast as the next track we're going to be, which is DuQuoin actually. But white flag is out for the 4 car, 1 lap to go for Lucas Tran as he's headed down the back stretch into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, Lucas Tran will come across the line, winning his 2nd race of the season, being the first driver to win 2 races this season for the Quaker State Late Model Series. Now he pulls off the scales, headed into victory lane as the tech crews approve the car. 2nd race win for Lucas Tran in the MSCA Quaker State Late Model Series. Here's how your race will shake out. Lucas Tran, JT Hanley are 1 and 2. Not much of a change up at the top for that one, except for the fact that Alex Tanker started 2nd and JT Hanley started in 3rd, and they finished opposite of each other. 4th is Gabriel Wanderley. 5th is Jack Porkins. Nice job for him. 6th is TJ Hanley. 7th is Roy Bruce. 8 is Kyle Collins after winning his heat race. 9th is going to go to a 53 of Sam Rogers. And Ferdinand Gabat, a nice job getting his 76 car from pretty much the back of the field all the way up to the 10th position. So nice job by the 76 team of Ferdinand Gabat to get that car to a top 10 position. Second, in the last 20, Chris Dodd going to finish in 11th. Bob Schokey, after getting freight trained pretty much the entirety of the beginning of that race, is going to end up finishing a disappointing 12th. The G5 of Brock McMahon is going to finish 13th. Another driver who really made up a lot of positions in the field. 14th is going to the 43 of Henrietta Fitzwater. Nick Pericles is going to finish off in 15th. 16th is going to go to the 604 of Eric Willis. Something happened to him and he fell off way back. Tanya Breyer is 17th. 18th, Eric Hayden. 19th is Zachary Fitzwater. And finishing in dead last is going to be the 24Y of Mike Serra, another driver who ended up winning the race earlier. Here are your point standings. Lucas Tran, after that win, will rocket his way up into the lead. Almost 30 points on Roy Bruce in the 808 car, who is in second with 124. Kyle Collins back by 4 and in third with 120. Nick Pericles with 119 and fourth. Fifth is Tony Breyer with 113. Sixth is Eric Hayden in the 62B with 110. Chris Dodd, 109 and 7th. 8th is Alex Tanker with 107 points. 9th is Eric Willis with 104 points in that 604. And 10th, even after finishing last in that race, will have 102. Mike Serra in the 24Y. Second 10, Jeff Porkins, a nice job coming from at least halfway through the field now in the 11th with 102 points. Jake Rogers and Brock McMahon tied for 4th with 101. Dejan Leaks in 14th with 97 points. Ferdinand Gabat, Zachary Fitzwater, and Sam Rogers in that 76, 59, and 53 cars are all tied for 15th position with 96 points each. TJ Hanley in the 08 is going to have 93 points in 18th. 19th is JT Hanley with 89 points. And rounding out the top 20 in points is going to be Joshua Jones with 83 in that 5 car. Your back 20, these are the guys that really need to pick it up. Cody Smart, 83 points in 21st. Carson Scott in 22nd with 79. Bob Schokey, decent finishes have gotten him a lot farther up in the point standings. With 78, he's going to be in 23rd. 24th is Henrietta Fitzwater with 77. Gabriel Wanderley, 25th with 73. Patrick Curtis, 26th with 72 points, one off from Gabriel Wanderley. And these are the guys that I'm really not feeling are going to do much. Matthew Brown, 64. Daniel Maxwell and Kyle Maxwell, 62 and 60, respectively. And ending off your point standings is Callum Woodman, 224 with 58 points. That is going to wrap up your race here at Eldora. Join us next time for the 60 lapper, everyone. No heat races, no last chance showdown. 60 laps at Duquan Speedway. I'll see you guys.